Hello world, this is Lagina. Uh, Today I feel like expressing myself and making this video for all the girls, all the women and all the mothers who feel that they are in a toxic relationship. Recently, like a few months ago, I ended that kind of a toxic relationship for myself, how it felt. And I just want to bring it out to all of you that take the steps you need to take if you feel that it's time for a change. Don't be afraid and don't stay in those kinds of relationship because no good will come out of it. I ended a 7 years relationship from which I do even have a baby now. The baby is 1 year and 1 month. And life changed drastically from what I felt in the last few years to how I feel now. Feels like magic. Feels that it's even unbelievable. I mean, that it is happening, something beautiful is happening, something that I've been craving for years. From where should I start actually? Let's say, I knew that the partner that I'm with is not my soulmate. But I always tried to accept it because I believed that there is a reason that I'm with the person that I was. Definitely there were many things that I don't like them in that relationship, as there were many beautiful things that I really like them. But being different than the person that I was, and in another way so same and similar, it was confusing what is the right step to be done. Every time when things were happening, fights were happening, bad words were happening. I do believe that not every relationship is not perfect, right? And of course there are fights, of course there is conflict, but it is important how we solve those conflicts with the person we are. Solving of my conflicts was never in a good way. Most of the time I was always offended, and by time even myself started offending, so I became like the other person in that, which I never wanted. It is a long process, and if you keep yourself there, you may end up feeling like a dead flower inside, and where life loses every sense, where you stop waking up with excitement for the day, where simply you come to a point where inside you don't feel alive, where inside you know something is not right, and you keep fighting and giving not 100% from yourself for that thing to be working, maybe like 150, or even by time you even stop giving and simply go with the flow and try to believe that something eventually will change. As I said, it is a long process of years, an emotional poison. And I just want to encourage every woman to take the steps needed and run like hell, run like from the hell, from that kind of a relationship. I came to a point to feel not understood, not accepted. I came to a point where the person that needs to make me feel the best, the most beautiful and wonderful, was making me feel the most miserable. Of course, I don't say I was perfect, not in any way. I became everything that I don't want to be in a relationship. And I didn't have the strength to end that before having a baby. Actually, it happened that I left for a few months, and eventually I went back because of a fear of not staying alone. Staying alone, actually. Thinking that with whomever you are, it will be like that. Things will not be perfect. We all have our negative things, and like I already had a home built and was fighting for many things, and I didn't want to throw all of those things away. And I could have stayed fighting and hoping that maybe something will change. But deep inside myself, I was not feeling good at all. And all of that affected me not to give the right energy to my baby, which was, of course, needed the most. All of the things that were happening between me and my ex started happening even in front of the baby. And I came to a point to be asking God and the universe for help. Funny thing is that, and the most amazing thing is that, which I definitely believe it now, universe will not let anything happen if it's not meant to be. And universe and God will bring everything in front of you until you cannot resist anymore, and you have to surrender to what life is bringing you. Be careful what you wish for. I never wished for another man to show in my life, but whenever situation arises to which I don't agree how my ex-partner is behaving in the situation or towards me, there were thoughts in my head how I imagined that perfect soulmate of mine should react, and that perfect soulmate of mine should treat me. What I do believe is that what universe did is brought me the soulmate that I deserve, the soulmate that I want in front of my kind of, let's say, at the doorstep. It brought it to me in a way that I cannot resist the feeling of being next to that person, that I kept dreaming, actually not even sleeping at night, just thinking of that person without anything happened, without any single conversation, just from seeing that person who he is, the way that person talks, the way that person treats people and everything. And all of that gave me strength, because the feelings that I felt were very clear that I cannot continue the relationship that I was in, even though having a baby. And as I said, things started happening in front of the baby, and it was obvious that it cannot go that way. It was emotional, toxic relationship, and the consequences are still emotionally toxic from that person. And I know why that person keeps doing that. It's the ego that is hurt. And he keeps doing the same, saying such bad words to the mother of his son, treating me like a whore, treating me like the worst being in the universe that there is after 7 years of relationship, and not looking at the other man or anything, being like that. Trying to live the best love relationship that can come out of that. And nothing was worth it. At the end, it is that person treats me so bad, with words again. So I'm asking myself, why are the words so powerful? It is said, it is not bad what comes into your mouth, it is bad what goes out of it. It is truly bad. My ego was thrown on the floor and it was stepped on it. It was crushed. It was broken. I was broken. I am damaged still. But to everything that is happening right in my life, that is a magic. That is a magic. That is a reward for a person stopping to listen to this, hear what he's saying, but following, hear what he's saying. Because are we on that level to speak freely about emotions and how important emotions are, and that emotions can lead us? Are we ready to speak about that? Is the world ready? I don't want this video to be heard by anybody who is not ready for that. Because everything that I did to end up that relationship, for most of the people, may not be sane. And I am judged still by many of people, I believe, especially from the side of my ex-partner, friends and surrounding. And again, I know why is that, because different frequencies. He attracts the people similar to him. I attract people similar to my energy. Women, get rid of all the shit you don't need. You will be rewarded. You'll be rewarded. Don't be afraid. Just be brave. Just be brave and go for after what you truly believe in. I definitely want to continue encouraging women to do what they need to do and take steps for themselves, and not to be afraid to become independent and strong women. Because I am proud of myself. Proud of myself because of how it feels now. I'm living the life, the love of my life, in what I always believed in just a few months. Just like that, life changed. And not much was changing in my life, actually. I'm still in the same house I live. I still have my baby next to me, drive the same car, have even a better job. In the same country, surrounded mostly with the same people, mostly I'm saying. But the main important thing that changed is the person that was next to me, the person who was making me feel so miserable. And now I have a person next to me that makes me feel like a queen. So why not go after that? Grab it or end it. It will come, but you have to believe it, and you have to be careful what you wish for. Life is amazing. See you in the next video. This is just like a small intro.